Hey travel friends, it's Stoof here. Welcome back to our channel. We recently returned from a camping trip in Virginia where we stayed at the Raymond R. Andy Guest Jr. or Shenandoah River State Park. In this video, I'm going to show you the different lodging options if you'd like to stay in Shenandoah River State Park overnight. I'm also going to let you know about the locations and amenities at each of these campsites. Shenandoah River State Park is located about 70 miles west of the Washington, D.C. area in the state of Virginia. While I have you here, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to our channel so you don't miss out on fun travel videos like this one. Alright, if you are planning on staying overnight in Shenandoah River State Park, you can start by clicking the link in the description under this video about the Shenandoah State Park lodging. There are 3 general camping lodging areas in this state park. The first is the Electric and Water Campground. That's the EW campground on this map. We stayed at this campground when we visited the state park. We stayed at a pull-through RV site. The EW campground has pull-through and back-in sites that have electric and water hookups. These sites also have a picnic area with a picnic table and a fire ring. The sites are spacious and somewhat private. We stayed at site number 7, which was conveniently located closer to the restroom facilities, so there is a bathhouse. The bathhouse was great. It had women's restroom, men's restroom, a separate shower area in the back of the building with 3 or 4 different shower stalls. Some of them are accessible. There also is a laundry area with several washing and drying machines that are coin operated. There is a coin machine there as well if you need change. And the added bonus to this bathhouse is they have an outside dishwashing station. I love when parks have this. I really appreciate the dishwashing station when you do not have sewage hookups, because after having dinner, I just walk my dishes over, wash my dishes at the dishwashing station, and then take the clean dishes back to my trailer. This way, I don't wash the dishes in my own travel trailer, and I don't quickly fill up my gray tank. Speaking of sewage hookups, although these sites do not have that, there is a dump station at the entrance/exit area to the EW campground. In addition to these pull-through and back-in sites for RVs, there are camping cabins, not to be confused with their standard cabins. These camping cabins are more rustic. They're small. They just have 2 bunk beds in the cabin and a small dining table area in the center. The cabins have water hookups outside, and they have electric lighting inside. However, there's no air conditioning and there aren't any utensils or anything like that included. You do have a fire pit and a grill outside though. At the EW campground, there also are several sites with yurts. The yurts also have 30 amp electricity, but they do not have air conditioning. It looks like there are 2 beds in the yurts and they comfortably sleep 3 people. And the outside area of the yurt, as you can see, has a picnic table and a fire ring. Although none of the sites at the EW campground have a view of the Shenandoah River, there are several access points to the Shenandoah River from this campground. There are hiking trails that just walk you a short path down to the river, and there are hiking trails that can take you up to Collar's Overlook from the campground, and there are several other connector trails to other parts of the state park. The next camping area is the cabin area. The cabins actually look very nice. They have air conditioning inside. They're spacious and somewhat more secluded than the other campsites at this park. Each cabin has its own deck and its own little picnicking area outside. The cabins have electricity, obviously. They have hot water for bathing and cooking. It looks like each cabin is also stocked with pots, pans, and utensils if you need those. And the rates right now are only about $130 a night to stay in these cabins, so I feel like this is very reasonable for quite a nice cabin in Shenandoah River State Park. If you want to stay as close to the Shenandoah River as possible, then you're going to want to book a tent site at the River Right Campground. There are 12 tent sites right along the Shenandoah River. This is closest to that day use picnicking area where they also have shelters for rent, and it's also very close to the ramp down to the Shenandoah River for people that want to back their car up and launch their kayaks into the river right from there. Although the tent sites don't have hookups, there is a fire pit and a picnic table at each of the tent-only sites. It looks like the River Right Campground does have its own bathhouse as well. There also are yurts in the River Right Campground near the tent sites. I do not believe those yurts have 30 amp electric hookups. And with that, I have shown you all of the lodging options in Shenandoah River State Park. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are planning your own trip to Shenandoah River State Park, have a wonderful time. We really enjoyed the EW campground. It was a beautiful location with spacious sites and access to hike down to the Shenandoah River each day. The bathhouse facilities were clean. We enjoyed the large, spacious picnic area at our site that had the campfire. There was a camp host at one of the sites who was selling firewood if you needed firewood to have a campfire at night, and they're also there if you have any questions about the campground or the state park. Again, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video if you enjoyed what you just saw. Have a wonderful day and happy travels!